Welcome back to Legends Arceus. I am going to be doing Dex research today because I'm not doing very well at completing it. I'm going to just be taking teams out that I can basically do the tasks and hopefully just finish off their stuff and move on. We're going to be sort of very loosely playing this game seriously today. I don't really know where to stand with it. I feel like I should keep that. Roserade was fantastic. I don't think we've quite done enough work on it. You know, I should check. I should really check, right? I'm so far behind. Like, I haven't played the game in a while. Right, so we're going to take... We took... What did we take? We took Umbreon. Right, so Umbreon needs basically agile moves 3 times, would be 4 points. Dark Pulse is another 4 points 3 times. And Baby Doll Eyes is an extra 1. So that's probably our task. 3 agile Dark Pulses and that'll be done. What else? Why did I talk to this person again? It's so hard to get these controls used to. Right. Who do we have on the team at the moment? Like, we still haven't caught a Golem, which is a bit strange, to be honest. Pichu's pretty much done, but Pikachu and Raichu are horrendous. Abra's not great either. I thought we had done the Infernape, but I think we basically just need to use one. Or no, we catch one more and it's done. Lopunny, who do we have on the team? Who do we have? So we've still got a Magikarp. We don't have a Gyarados, which is crazy to think. Oh dear, how bad are we doing on this game? So Roserade, we need to see do Pedal Dance in an agile form and that'll be done. So I can tick off Roserade if I get that move put on. Who else was on the team? Like, I want to probably keep the Typhlosion around. So Goodra is also done. So Goodra can go away. That is good. Right. I want to check the ones I've actually got. Like, we did Spiritomb. Right, that was good. The whole Sphere line. Like, yeah. So what we do is basically run around and see what we need to do to everything. Empoleon is Hydro Pump and Wave Crash in a strong style. So we could do that one. That shouldn't take... I've got to change the moves because we fiddled the moves around for the Volovite, which we did win last time, which was nice. Nice and easy in the end. And what does Miss Magis? A rock move. If it uses Power Gem, that's done. Okay. Right, what else? So we did that fossil. We need to get the Craniados. That's the big thing. Lucario. Okay, Lucario's not too bad. So we'll probably put... Wow. This is what I mean by sometimes this game is very intimidating when you're trying to do just the research tasks. Right, Togekiss was the other thing. Right, Goodra we said can go away. I may as well take this Sylveon and get Sylveon done. Right. Did we have Togekiss done? This is what I mean. We're looking and staring at this thing. It's like, what is on the team? And where is Togekiss in the Dex? We've got it. Where are you sat? Togekiss is probably near the beginning, isn't it? There it is. Togekiss is also done. So we'll put Togekiss away as well. I probably would actually like to take the Magnemite, I think, and get Magnemite done because we were close to finishing Magnemite. Yeah, so this is going to be the team that we're going to use for the first bit. My sort of quest is to make sure I finish at least 5 per map. Oh, I should have probably kept Ice Beam, but we'll get rid of that. I want to keep Ice Beam because it's one of those moves that you surprisingly need to use a lot. A lot of Pokemon you need to beat by an Ice move, and it's very strange. Right. Typhlosion we know is good. I'm not too worried about changing. We just had to give Pedal Dance to this. which is fine, and use Agile Style, and that was done. We're going to have to check the evolutions. And we'll do it this way. Make sure it has Dark Pulse. It has Dark Pulse, and I'm guessing it's Play Rough on a Sylveon. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to empty the bag. What are our items like? 300-ish. We should be fine for now. We did get a lot of money last time. Next we were doing... No, we were still just... Yeah, we did Volo when we were doing Dex stuff last time. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Right. So, because it's easy, I'm going to pick this area because I can also go and try and do the Infernape, complete that. And if it's night time, we can also deal with Drifblim, which we haven't actually done yet. I'm going to pretty much treat it like an alpha path. So like one Pokemon I know I need to get some research done is the Rapidash. So I will also be aiming for the Rapidash to just basically have a battle with our Empoleon. Didn't get out a back strike. That was a bad shot. Very bad shot. But I have to beat this with a water move, so I feel like I'm quietly confident that we can do that with Hydro Pump. And it's strong style. So this will be a couple of good research points. And that Rapidash is gone. Bye-bye. Let's go. So where would you go? We're going to check the Heracross. As I say, I'm doing it a bit like an alpha circle. I kind of prefer doing this. Because I might as well check alphas and also... No, we know we've done Combi. Pretty sure we've done Heracross. But there is a tree next to the Heracross, which is interesting. Right. Yes, we have actually done the Heracross. So, what we would like to do is actually get this tree without the Heracross seeing us. Okay, I was too far away to get the bonus. Okay, my bad. So I do have a weird little circle I tend to do in this game. So the other option I can do is potentially catch the Graveler. Give myself a very strong golem. Now, we've definitely done Starly, haven't we? Yes. Have we done Geodude? It sounds silly to say this, but if we haven't done Geodude, it's going to be a bit silly. Yes, we've done the Geodude. Fine, fine, fine. We're going to go and battle some Magikarps. Because why not? Looking at you, Sylveon. So my EVs are not good, so I probably should have caught some EVs as well. Well, we'll just use Calm Mind. I've got to use Baby Doll Eyes and I don't have it. I imagine it's Play Rough I've got to use with the Sylveon. I really should have checked. So let's try an Agile Play Rough. The thing is, we're going to see some splashes. If it's not Play Rough, then I have to make sure I put the right move on, basically. So there's no point wasting everything now. That was defeating it. I don't think it was then. Where are you, Eevee? I feel like Eevee should be higher up, I think. It's one of the early decks. Yeah, there we are. What is Sylveon? It is Fairy Wind. Okay, so that explains why I didn't do anything. Change moves then. We'll give it Baby Doe Eyes as well. No, no, no. I want to do this one too. We'll get rid of Play Rough. I don't care. Because we're not going to keep the evolutions. Again, we're not. This is the game you don't really need a catching team. You just need to be good at hitting everything. So yeah, we'll try again. Now we said what we're going to mainly do is Agile Fairy Wind, for example, should be enough to tick off Sylveon and also Umbreon with Dark Pulse. So we might as well just get this done as quick as we can. I know one of the requests is to get this done on a Machamp Fairy moves. but I can't be bothered to do that one yet. So the other sort of biggish news is I have ordered a different capture card. And with that I am hoping, keyword is hoping, to be able to actually stream from the television rather than stream into the laptop. It means I will probably have to move a little bit of the seating around, but we're going to try it out, see what happens. I don't quite know where the camera's going to go. That's the only thing. At the moment I'm a bit stuck on where do I put the camera. Right, so that should be... No, we want to do 2 baby doe eyes, I think, to finish this one off. Where are your Magikarps? So, yeah, so that should be good, should be fun. It should turn up tomorrow, so we'll be looking at probably Monday. And if it's here Monday, yeah, I don't really want to be fiddling too much with settings for race day tomorrow, so we're going to try it then. 2 ways of looking at it is, it means I won't be working off just one laptop, I'll be watching everything through the OBS rather than the creator dashboard, or I could just use the creator dashboard, I don't know. I'm still going to make my mind up. I need to see where everything fits and everything. But I'm looking forward to it. I've been toying with the idea for a while, but as I said, the main reason is I have to sit a lot closer to the telly than I've currently got, which is not ideal. Because I already have the most scuff set up as it is, so I might as well try it. Right, so that should be Sylveon done. Let's get Umbreon done. Where are all my Magikarps? Magikarp. Right, we'll beat up some weasels. We're going to go for the Dark Pulses on these anyway, so... Agile Dark Pulse. Also don't have baby doe eyes on this, do I? So as we said, this is 8 if we get 3 Agile Dark Pulses done. That is a very noisy animal of some sort. Is that the Blissey? Can I hear the Blissey from here? I don't know. But I think the main reason we want to do a little bit of a change is the heat situation is not ideal with the lineup as it is. But I don't actually have to beat anything, I've just got to use the agile move, haven't I? I keep forgetting it's just use it, not actually kill something. And then we can get back to business. Our team, 2 of our team are complete, which is lovely, is the plan from the beginning. Let's go through here and see what else is happening. Maybe we find a cave shiny. Now, I would like to get 2 shinies minimum today. It feels like we should have done more, but we haven't. There is an Alpha Machop. How is the Machop line doing? Machop is done, so we don't need to worry too much. Maybe we could get our first Alpha? I don't know. And we know that we've already done the Veneris. That one I can remember doing. So let's just run and jump back up here. Check out these. We've done the Machoke. I know we finished that one off. Because we did the research tasks. Happini. Do we need anything for Happini? Yes. Food, ideally. Don't run away. Have some food. Can you have some food, Happini? Are you going to run away? No, you're coming back? Have some food, Finn. Food. Food good. You be happy. Come on. We only need to do, I think, 2 of these. Maybe it ran away. Silly, silly thing. Right. What have we got? We can get our pedal dance done against whatever this is. And Roserade can go away. Burmy. Let's get the Burmy. We said 1 agile should be enough. And we missed, which is good fun. Good fun. Maybe it'll do a struggle butters. Nope, never mind. We'll try again. Wow. Let's go. There we go. So that should be Roserade done too. Right, I know I've got a load to do on Magnemite. It's a really annoying one. Actually, I could do a lot of Thunder Waves, couldn't I? With Magnemite. I think Thunder Wave is one of the things I got to do. Yeah. We'll go with Thunder Waves. I think I didn't do Thunder Waves because I kept facing Thunder Pokemon. Or Electric Pokemon. Whatever you want to call them. They were the sparkly ones that weren't as good. A Struggle Bug, that is good, because we want to finish Burmy, I think we're honest to say. It would be nice. I don't think I actually care if I get knocked out, if I'm honest with this, because I think it'll be enough. It was one of these that Magnemite is one that's got a lot of pretty low spawning tasks. We have a Swoobat in the PCG, if anybody would like it. Interesting. Why have they reset? I swear my ads have reset. Every 30 minutes, yeah. Okay, whatever. And of course you get a phone call in the middle of a stream. Probably another scam call, because that's all we ever get nowadays, is scam calls. Shall we see who it was? Oh dear. Oh, so dox the spam phone number, shall we? Oh dear, what is it? So the thing is, I don't really give my phone number to anyone. So there's no reason for some people to be phoning me. Free, yeah. Yeah, of course it is. We do love a good spam phone call, don't we? We're going to do a Thundershock because I think we probably are done. Go for that, and then we can get this back up. We get back to watching from the mobile's perspective. That is the best way to watch, right? Yeah. Anyway, did that. We'll check it all later. We're going to look at Blissey. I don't think I can do too much to Blissey, if I'm honest. I've caught one. Give it food is an option. No, go away. Go away. We were going to feed you. Can we feed an alpha? Is that a thing? There we go. You've gone. I'm going to go get in the grass and I'm going to throw some of you berries. And hopefully you'll be happy. Go, Blissey, go. Eat. Eat! Now, what did we say? Was it 5 would get me 10 points? Yeah, oh, actually, no, I don't need to do this many at all. That is perfect. Go again. Have some more berries, sir. We have entered some Adlands, so don't worry. You won't be there for long. We're just going to be feeding a big Blissey, because story. We're a long way into the story. I won't evolve that Magnemite until I know I've got level 10 on it though, because if I don't have level 10 then it's a bit of a pain. But the idea is that I can only get the Magnemite in a distortion. This is a map I don't really care too much about a distortion though, so we have to also remember that. I don't really care if I catch it, if it escaped. Oh, Chansey would be good though. I catch the Blissey. Oh, it escaped. And the bloody Chansey escaped too. Where have you gone? No, I don't want you. I want you. Did I catch the Blissey? Must have. Fair enough. Can we get the Chansey, please? Chansey's a bit more important. Really? Now it's going to run away. Right. I think the only Chansey I've technically got in this game is the one I put in the shiny vault. Which is kind of bad. What is this? Go away again. There we go. Right, we must just go back this way. So we said we got a lot of work to do on the ciphers, sizzle and cleaver, and I don't think I've actually got the item to evolve a scissor yet. Probably I've got metal coats, so that's alright. I can deal with that. What else have we got? Now it's night time. Like, we know we've done the Shinx line. Don't need to worry about them pests. Now we will work to perfect dexes, don't get me wrong. So what do we need to do? We need to defeat one and use an agile move. We may just put it into a battle then, because it'll probably do some moves that's got on its list and it's pretty low level. Oh no, there's two of them, which is fine. As long as we knock one out so we don't take quite as much damage. But we'll go and, because we have to defeat two I think, so if we defeat both we're fine. But we'll let them try and do a couple of moves while we can. I will go back to some Thunder Waves, get them ticked off. Because at the next rotation I'll try to use Magneton. And that will be helpful I think, to use a Magneton. No, Magneton before Magnezone. But I know I can catch more Magnezones relatively comfortably. That's why it's a bit frustrating, this Pokemon, because it is easy to get the final evolution than it is to get what is it, just the baby 2 or such. Is Magnemite a baby? Would you consider Magnemite a baby Pokemon? That is now the question. Right. What is around here that we could get, that we need? And we said I'm pretty sure we'd finish Psyduck, hadn't we? I think I had to catch that Alpha-V barrel one more time. Yeah, we've done Psyduck. Oh no, what are these? I know I need one of the middle Evos still. Is it you? Yes, and it is catching daylight hours apparently. It's not daylight. It must be daylight because you're still here. We don't care about you two. Is this daylight? Yes, it is. Right. Where are more of you then? They'll be over here, won't they? But it's probably gone to night, so I'm going to have the night. Oh, no, there's one there. Can we catch you, sir? Please? Right, we'll get down here, see what's in here. Like, we know we've got Golbat. I think I still need to do Zubat stuff. Like, crazily. I may need to do some Dusclocks, actually. Dustox. Yeah, we've not done much on Dustox. Beat with a psychic move. Get different forms. We have one form. Who do we have? We don't really have a good Pokemon for this battle. I don't have a psychic move on my team. Agile quick attack. Will it survive? It could do. I've seen worse. Yes. But it didn't help. It didn't help. Let's just defeat it. No. Let's just defeat it. Never mind. I was hoping being smart and using quick attack meant it might get an attack in on me. Right. Is that a bag? Somebody died here. No, it's just honey. What are you? Can we catch you? Not if you go behind the tree, we can't. So if we catch the other type, which I don't know which one we've got, because I've probably deleted it. Because I am a bit like that. I just do the tasks and move on. The other thing I do have to really think about is actually catching some Eevees to get the evolutions. we need to do some stuff with this low honey, I think. Not that sort of stuff. Oh no. Ah, right. Let's check what we've actually done with low honey. 5. I've only got to catch the alpha once. I got to defeat it once and give it food. I could... Let's go again. Let's fly away and come back again. We'll do the food strat. Oh, that was a shaking tree, but I'm pretty sure we've done the Cherubies and Cherum. Is good. But you never know. It's always worth trying for a tree shiny. And we might as well start perfecting some of the tree stuff. Right, now let's get into these. Because we need to get some food Kobe'd over to the low bunny. As people call it, they call it Kobeing. I call it just throwing it. They stay in the bowl. Yeah, we're going to have to use some smoky bombs. So, again, I don't really care that much what we use. Most of the stuff is done now. We've done all the legends. The only thing we need to do is work to Arceus. It's going to take enough time as it is. Let's throw that one there, so hopefully it turns its back on me. Before, yes, that is good. Even if it doesn't get that one, we'll just throw another one. Because it won't see me if it's facing that way. And if we keep it facing that way, we're in a good spot. Feed the bunny. Keep going, you silly little bunny. We may try and catch this, you know. As we said, what is the food one? Is that a 2-star? That is a 2-star. That's 6 points done, actually. I might just try and finish off the food one. Just so I don't have to do it. If we're going to go perfect stuff, this is a nice one to go and perfect. A little task that doesn't take too long. And if it eats the next bit of food, I can then try and catch it. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, we won't do that. That was an epic fail. Right, we want to try and catch this Annihilate. No, Infernate. But we also know we need to do stuff with the Drifblims. We need to defeat with ghost moves. Interesting. Catch at night? Actually, we could try just catch this, couldn't we? Okay. Have that. And that. And you have that. No. That, please, sir. And that, sir. What? You're not staying in the ball, sir? What sort of balloon are you? The other one stay in the ball? Okay, so that's the core. I think that should be enough. Now, Chimchar. What do we have on left? Chimchar. Chimchar's done. We'll just try and catch it just because. Just because we can. Now, I've kind of forgotten what I need to do to this again. Because, of course, I have. It is basically catch or defeat. If I can defeat it with a ground move, which I don't have, it's not great. So, maybe we'll just try and catch it, and if it escapes, we'll throw Typhlosion into battle. Okay, we'll throw Typhlosion into battle. If it doesn't beat it, it can make it weaker. But the theory is it could do a couple of moves on it, so I think Typhlosion can take a couple of hits. Okay, it's got Stealth Rocks. It can only really use the fire move on Typhlosion, which is the problem. Like, if I can defeat this and it use one agile move, I'll be very happy. Then I don't have to take one out on my own to do the agile moves. But somehow I'm quick attacking this to death. Which was not the plan. And all it wants to do is use Stealth Rocks. I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay, but we'll beat you. You're not a problem. Well, you are. You're a big problem. Right, we said we'd done this. What about these? The Shellos. Wait, why aren't you showing me Shellos? Shellos is on 10. What about you? No? You. Gastrodon is not on 10. The feet one? Okay. You asked for it. Here comes an energy ball, probably. Because I don't trust Petal Dance to hit. Boom. That is good. Another nice ECW. Okay. So this is what I mean by doing a little bit of a tour of the maps. Like, we're seeing a lot of Pokemon. We've ticked off a lot on this map alone. I should probably try and check out what we need for Drifblim. Okay, this one is Dark type. It is defeat with Dark type, I mean catch and... So if I catch one at night, that is a few points. Let's go with it. There is a Geodude, if anyone fancies it, in the TCG. Not the most exciting Pokemon, let's be honest. We'll just catch that mine while it's there looking at us blankly. We can always just throw out the Umbreon to do the dark move on it. If need be. I don't think Abras actually spawn in a day. Right, if I can catch one more. Oh, there's a Kadabra. That wasn't what I wanted to throw the ball at. It was actually you, but you've also turned and seen me, so we'll run away. Where is the Alakazam? Right, we will use the Umbreon on this. Well, that wasn't meant to turn around like it did. We can tell I'm not good at the research tasks. Iron Tail, that's a move I did not expect to see on an Alakazam, I'll be honest. But I know defeating it with this move is important. Recover? Oh, Iron Tail. Is it going to get 2 hits on me and knock me out? I missed it, thankfully. Thankfully it missed the second attack and we should knock it out. Which is perfect. Right, so that's another Alakazam research task done. Right, we don't have too much more to do. Actually, we do. We have a distortion. Where is the distortion? All the way back up there. I'm going to go and try and beat a couple of these Gyarados. Because they need to be defeated with an electric move. And, well, I have a Magnemite. So it'll probably die, but it can probably hit quite hard. Hurricane? Will it die? No. That is good. We're going to go Thunderbolt because hopefully it'll knock it out. Might not, but yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do one. I can't get enough one of them done. We need to actually catch a Gyarados actually. So there's not much point doing the Gyarados stuff. We may have actually done more than we thought. We're going to just search around this first area and prepare for that distortion. I may do some battling in the distortion too. Why not? I saw Abras, but they ran away. Abras is going to be a challenge because I'm not as nimble as I once was when I first played the game. I remember being all prepared for Abras at the beginning, and now I just seem to mess them up. What about shiny Snorlax? No? Okay. And we've got our buggy area, which doesn't really ever have too much in. The thing is, I'm just really delighted with how much we've managed to get done on this route, this run round. We've still got the middle island to do, and there could be a good couple of spawns in there, which can help with quite a lot. But at the moment, we're on map 1. What is here? I keep forgetting what time of day it's considered. It is daytime, but I think we've done Beautiful Eye. We had finished Beautiful Eye. I think we need to do more of these. Oh, that's not that. That's not a Pokemon. That's a Wurmple. You know what? We'll leave it. We'll go and get ready for this distortion. We'll check the Wormadam spawn. Not shaking. Yeah, so we did a distortion. We can go to the mainland probably via the Float Soul. and go along the coastlands. I have a weird circle. I kind of do this one in a spiral map. I know it's probably not the best way to do it, but since when do I do things the best way? The most efficient way? Never, of course. Right. We'll sit here and wait. So how is everybody today? I think Neil literally just took the words right out of my mouth. Hello Neil, I am good. This is my first tour of the map today. I've got a lot of research stuff to do to get the shiny charm in this game, so my plan is kind of do the boring stuff, promise to complete some research, or get to level 10 by 5 Pokemon say per map. As you can see by this, we are on 125, but we've done 54 tasks to report back after this, and I've still got a good chunk of the map to do. So I'm kind of happy with where we are, considering we've only done one. It is good to have you back, with the Swiss internet finally working. If only it was a chocolate factory, it would have been working on day one. I think probably not. But I've done all the legendaries. That's the key thing. What I made sure when we caught the legendaries, we went and did the 10, because the legendaries are useless in this game. They are going in the bin. I don't care about them. They can't be shiny. So there. That sounds right. Yeah, so we got them, did the very basics, got the 10. If I perfect it, it's going to do nothing. It's going to improve no odds for that Pokemon ever again. But once we get the shiny charm, when we play this game, which will probably drop down to once a week, we will target to perfect Dex entries one at a time. Maybe just designate ourselves one Pokemon per stream, perfect it, and that is it. Maybe two, it kind of depends. Because these tasks are so boring. Like, just, I always use the evolutions as the example. You've got to do 70 of a certain move. Not perfect. You only got to get level 10 to get the shiny charm and the Arceus. That's the thing. You've got to get level 10 to get Arceus, which is why I don't want to start BDSP until I can start the game with the flute. So that's why it's taking a lot longer, to be honest. But yeah, considering, what are we into this game? We are 33 hours into this game. So probably should have emptied my bag. Because these games, as I've said for this challenge, are exclusively stream only. I can't do any grinding, some research stuff. The only thing I can do in this game is a little bit of bag management / shopping. Maybe some evos offline, but that is it. I can't do anything in Sword and Shield to progress storyline. The only thing I will be doing offline is the Masuda eggs in Scarlet and Violet, because I can just sit there with a picnic open and make some egg sandwiches for an hour on the side while doing something else. When I breed in the other games, I tend to do it a different way. I tend to not really get more than 10 eggs at a time. I will still be going for the Ditto for the Violet save, yes. Where we're trying to build a living deck, so I need to go and catch a second Ditto just so I can trade the Ditto to an international languaged one. I can't remember if it's the German or the Japanese game. Oh no, we're about to start. It doesn't matter, as I say, I've got some hidden away all over the place. My main weird idea was to try and just get a brand new caught one, and then everything being used is past the Switch 2 date of release. What do we have? Nothing interesting. We could catch. Actually, we said we wanted some evolutions. Ah, where did you come from? Right, yeah, we wanted some evolutions just so we could throw some stones at them. No, we don't need Licky Licky. Do we need Lickitung done? Lickitun's done, right? Yeah. There's a lot of food to give Lickitung. Haunter isn't done, actually. So we may go and attack the Haunter. What does we need? Why can't you... Wait, when did Lickitung get angry? I'm not used to angry Lickitungs. Haunter... Caught at night. I didn't bring them. Oh, and it's gone. Never mind. Do we need to do much to you? Get in the ball, big teddy bear. What about you, teddy bear? Get in the ball. Not yet, Robin, not yet. How many shinies was it in week 2? Week 2. It's hard to remember the weeks, if I'm honest. We didn't really get too many in June. I think we only got like 7 in June. Because as we said, we're doing a lot of storylining. It is poison types in Scarlet and Violet. Any poison type you want. Because there's something else I was talking a bit to Charmeleon about. And that was... I want to potentially start some form of like shiny league. I know it sounds like a lot more work because we like work, but the idea will be you have X amount of people in the league. You don't have to say how many, but once a month you've got to do a stream where you have to compete against one person that will be given to you at random. Like you don't have to stream at the same time, you can do it and your normal stream schedules, but you would have to do like a 3-hour like Legends Arceus race or something, or Scarlet and Violet, or something simple enough. And whoever gets the most gets the win. Like you could be the person chasing, you could be the person in control, it's up to you. But you have like, to get the game, you've got to basically get yours done in a month at some point. But the idea is, if we could get a nice 6 to 8 to start with maybe, we could have some fun with that, because you don't know who you'll be facing. Like, you could face someone who's an American streamer who streams at a time that you're never going to watch, and they could never watch you. Let's just check the Sneasels then. Another EV? Okay, not an evolution. Yeah. It would actually be adding more to the Discord, that's the thing. I don't know what you want me to delete from the Discord, that's the thing I don't understand. Like you say there's a lot of channels, but you don't say which ones I don't need. I've already got rid of a lot of channels actually. But that's what I don't quite get. Which ones you think I need to get rid of? Okay, well, we don't worry about the rest of it. There was never going to be anything good in there. We'll fly back for it. Oh, it's gone anyway. It's fine. But I know which ones are. I feel like I need them all. That's the thing I don't quite get as well. A lot of the channels are built for when we potentially get bigger one day. Have we done all of the Floatzel stuff? How is Floatzel? That is not good. Let's go. We'll go with you. Because like you say that you don't like how many there are for the shiny hunt race. You don't like the shiny Connect 4, etc. But I don't really know what am I meant to do with it? Like how many do you think I don't need? Pedal dance. But again, what do I get rid of? Do I just keep a shiny hunt race and everything goes in there? All the rules? all the pictures, all the results, all the conversation all go in one channel, and then it gets sort of bogged down. And then when somebody joins, they go, "What are the rules?" and they don't know. Like the reality is, as you've played one, you never need to read the rules again. So it's a channel you don't need to look at, but they're kind of just there as so people know if they are brand new. So I don't think there's actually that many channels there. If I'm honest, I've been in ones that are a lot busier, a lot more on there. We'll do a wave crash, but I'm stood right in the way. But now you have make 3 channels for everyone, every challenge. I don't want to tell you how many I've made for the Shiny Huntley. But again, a lot of it is just paperwork ones. They're not really ones that you would be going in. We should try and actually get that Staraptor, I think. Or at least beat it with an ice move. Well, that's not Staravia anyway. It's not a Staraptor. There is a Yangoose. No, a Yammask. If anyone wants it. So if we go back to the Discord discussion. Okay, we'll use Hydro Pump, why not? So let's just go from the top. So first of all, you've got the welcome one, which is basic rules, announcement, schedule, new trailers, and roles, which I don't think I need to get rid of any of those. Like the new trailers is just to show new members, which is a bit of fun, etc., etc. So I just minus that one. The community one, let's just pause a minute. Okay, that's not pause. That's pause. The community one is general chat, introductions if you want to. A Pokemon Center is mainly for mental health. Granted, the Pokemon of the day can go in the bin, because I don't like that anymore. I'll get rid of that one right now. I was doing something where I highlighted a Pokemon, but didn't really take off. Clips is for this, which is fine. I also have a wellness check, so probably don't need both. So we will probably get rid of the Pokemon Center. That's done. So they're all fine. Then the socials, okay, you're either going to go on them or you're not, but it's basically TikTok's broken, Instagram doesn't work. Every time I connect it breaks, so they're just there. The Shiny Hunt Living Form Dex is more for this challenge, so for example, like Neil's been away for a few weeks and he's been enjoying watching the challenge, and this gives him a chance, or anyone else a chance, just to see the shinies and the nickname themes. That is fine, nothing new there. For the Shiny Hunt races, I feel like I need it just so we have somewhere to put the pictures and discuss things. Like if Connect 4 doesn't click, I can get rid of Connect 4. If you go to the top and go on channels and roles, you may need to click on some more, because some reason when I made new ones, it didn't put them in when people join the server. And that's what some of the problem is. Some of it hasn't shown stuff and some of it has. But yeah, I just take a photo and name everything and numbered. But for the Connect 4, if you're not interested in Connect 4, you're not going to get near it. The Pokemon chat is there for trades, Nuzlocks, cards. If people are interested, they're interested. If they're not, they'll probably just ignore that. Community share is just artwork and stuff, which is fine. People kind of need that. I think some of them, as I say, were newer channels and it just didn't really tick them off. And that's kind of it now. That's it. Like, the DA one is pretty much just in case somebody trolls and we have a place to go. Uh, so I can come back and actually read the chat now. I can see how you need them all, or maybe the social could be forum. Yeah. Um, I would say just make 3 channels for all channel digits. So you would want all of the claims in one channel, you think? So Connect 4 could go in there, the Shiny Hunt race go in there, and well, that's the only 2. Uh, so you have, yeah, I have a chat channel, a rule channel, and the redemption channel for the challenge. Yes, because that's the easiest way to run them all. As I say, like most of it, the rules are pretty much there for somebody who joins new, who might not know what the rules are. Instead of you having to explain it in chat every 5 times somebody joins, and slight things getting interpreted, misunderstood. There's the rule there, and they can go a bit further. Well, the race, if I have my way, the race will last for a long time. Like, the races are going to hopefully be something we do every Sunday. No need to, it won't really be stopping if it goes well. That is not a shiny alpha. Is there a Monferno here? So for, let me just go back to the village because I've finished on this map now. So you would make just 3 channels for challenges, but you change the challenge every so often, like every month. So for the races, I think it's fine. But I only have 1 shiny hunt challenge. That's the thing. Like, the game is the only one there. The Connect 4 is the only one there, and at the moment it's just pretty much me and Casper playing that. We've had a couple of others, but not too many. But then that's just something that, if, as I say, if people aren't interested, it would be a new thing, and there may be more than 3 channels, but I would be able to trim everything down. But there would have to be a little bit of a private channel for the streamer people taking part as well. I can't have, well, ironically is lovely, and I love shiny hunting with him. If he's not going to stream it, he can't really play that side of that game because it would be a streamer challenge to meet more streamers, if that makes sense. So it's a challenge that is exclusive for streamers to have a match or a shiny hunt challenge with, if that one makes sense. So that one is a bit of where you plan stuff. Like, you could decide to do it in DMs, not a problem, but I just put it there so if you want to arrange your matches, you can. There would be one that would be pretty much the results / league, but that could be one / matchups, if that's what you say, and one that's a chat, so everyone who is watching can chat along. But I can't just stick it in. So yeah, that one part would be streamer exclusive, but the rest of the chat is going to be like, again, the audience are still going to love, or hopefully love, watching, want to take part in cheering for their favourite shiny hunter. So that's why I just have the chat there so people can see and go, oh look, that person did well. And then when the fixtures get announced and they see the top 2 playing each other, then they'll get excited and see what's going on. If that side of it makes a bit more sense. But that's why they're all separated into categories, not just a long list of channels. That's what makes it a little bit clearer. If it's a category you're not interested in, you can unselect it. I want to keep the Tortuga, I think. We said we wanted to keep the Eevee so we could evolve it. And Sylveon and Umbreon can go. Right, so I think we'll take the Eevee. We'll evolve the Eevee. Right. We're going to have to do Basculin the hard way, I think, at the moment. But as I said, I've currently set it up so it would have like the fixtures, which is a visible channel. You're not talking in that at all. But if you want a point of reference, there's always that. Like, it's easy to forget. Like, if we make it a bit of a battle-y type thing, it's easy to forget who you're facing, or if that person has had a match or done their shiny hunt, you can see the target that you want to get to win. Or the other way around, you could have put yours in first, and it's just a chance to have a quick look, see whether they've done it, see whether you won this round or not. That's kind of what that would be for. And then there'll be like a little league table to show how good or badly it went. That's kind of what the idea would be. And again, I do have to put a rules one in there just so people understand what's going on. I did put one that was going to be like just a list of the players, which was going to actually be a bit of a sort of soft promotional place, where the idea would be you can share your stream there, or that stream only, not every stream. So if you're doing this, you could go, I'm going to do my 3 hours now. People can see Robin's doing 3 hours in there. They can come and join if they are keeping up with the chats and everything. So that's kind of why it's sort of set up the way it is. Like, as I say, there's a lot of categories, but each category is something you can switch off if it's something you're not interested in, which is the key thing for it. That's kind of why I've done it like that. It sounds like a lot of work, but I feel like the idea is just to make it fun and like all the categories make it a bit confusing. But if I made it all just a list of channels, it would be even more confusing, wouldn't it? If I just did all the Connect 4s in one, for example, or the do we do an outbreak? Do I feel like an outbreak now? Because as I said, if I keep it, if I just get rid of everything and just have the shiny league, and when I go live, then it's not much in the Discord, if that makes sense. I should have checked Magnemite. Magnemite, where are you? Oh, what do we need to do with you? Wave Crash and Wave Crash. Yeah, well, I need to do a lot of Wave Crashes. Magnemite is... Okay, I can evolve this and it'll be done. Magneton is Spark and Tri-Attack. Okay, let's just evolve this then. So you would want one category for the challenges. So that is pretty much the Shiny Hunt race streams, the Connect 4 one, and say, for example, the Shiny League. There's only like one chat in the Shiny Hunt League that would be exclusive, and that is pretty much you making the matches, or telling people when you were going to be doing your match, if that makes sense. rather than it be... Because if you put it in the main chat and someone who just watches keeps chatting away, you lose the conversation. And because you've lost the conversation, you end up having to do all the catching up, really. And I know how annoying it can be to try and find a message from before. Don't want to use a leaf stone. We'll take one of these. Don't think we've done Jolteon yet, so let's get ourselves a Jolteon because it's the best evolution. Because if we put it into a shiny games category, say for example, we will end up with about... We could end up with like 12, 13 channels, and that's... For me, that's even more confusing. There is a Golurt in the chat if anyone would like it. I think this annoying thing needs to use Thunder, doesn't it? But we'll probably find out we've actually done Jolteon now. Where are you, Jolteon? Right, Jolteon needs to use Thunderbolt. That's good, actually. And Baby Ice. Okay. We can do that. Have you got Thunderbolt? Good. We'll get rid of Mimic. Don't need Mimic. I need healing items. We've got berries. Okay, we've got berries. We'll do it that way. We'll do our same. We'll go for a little tour of the map. See what we can find. I think I need to catch this Alpha Raichu. So let's do that. Can I get up here? Oh, I can. Didn't sort of get up here. Hi, Alpha Raichu. Not shiny, though. Not going to stay in there, is it? Oh, it did. That's good. Oh, that was actually a new challenge. The Cricketune spot where we got our shiny. Our very first shiny. Right. Unknowns. We may battle the unknowns because they're pretty weak and useless. We'll do some wave crashes on you and heal. As long as I don't sleep, isn't it? I can evolve this. From what I remember. Right, that should one-shot every single unknown. Not do too much damage. That's good. Now that's an alpha unknown. I don't really want to face that one. I think I can give it healing items. I think it's just recoil damage I've got to take, isn't it? Like 200 or something. Then it can evolve. I think it was 200. I think that was an alpha, but no, it wasn't. It looked like an alpha for a minute, but it's not. I do have to make sure we heal after this one, just to be sure. Now we can do one more actually, then we'll just bury up. Is that an alpha? No. It looked angrier than the rest. Right, heal time. Use. Doesn't do too much, but what else are we going to use these berries on? When we go on Burmy hunts, we're going to collect berries like no tomorrow. Right, off we go then. We'll do our tour of the map. Right, Carnivines. I was hoping it might turn to daylight, to be honest, because I don't really care about Ghastlies. They just annoy me. They're inconsequential. But I do need to do stuff to Zubat. That is probably something I need to get done. We'll probably just use the Jolteon for this. How much have we done to this thing? 5. Oh dear. Well, if we defeat one... Don't have a rock move, of course. Fine, we'll just battle it. Might as well get some stuff done with the Jolteon. We'll do an agile baby doll eyes. And then we'll do agile thunderbolt. Why not? Right, let's go. Keep on flying around this map. Maybe we get a shiny. And this time we'll catch it in the right ball. Didn't want to fight that, but never mind. Let's go with this. Okay, that Cricketune has a lot of health. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it to have that much health. And hurt that very much. Oh, Jolteon's gonna die, isn't it? Can I run away? Thank you. Now, I wanted to deal with just this. Bernie! Oh. Oh dear. Well. We'll continue with our Agile Baby Doe Eyes Thunderbolt strat. That seems to be working. Gets enough of the challenges done, right? And then we can get rid of Jolteon at the end of this run. This is actually one of the maps I need a distortion on because I have not had a Porygon yet. I'm pretty sure. Nope, there is a Misfortune Sister which we will avoid. We know we've done the Pachirisu, so we don't need to worry about these. Oh, there is another tree there. Let's see, what do we get in this tree? Cherim. Yeah, this is probably going to take a bit longer. Sometimes you get them quickly, but because I'm just touring the whole map, I just take my chances. At the end of the day, if it hits, it hits. Okay, that was surprising that it didn't do anything. It's about 220, well, it's about 230 because I don't think I need to do the Manaphy. That's probably the one good thing I've got going for this challenge. Manaphy doesn't matter. Probably can go and get it. Not that, as I said, it's not important. We must have done Toxicroak, surely. No? Okay. Yes, we've done Toxicroak. Yeah, I know we've done the Krogans. That is fine. Haunter, we need to do Sliggoo, I think was one. Where's this? Right, so this is kind of why I kept this. That seemed to get a little bit laggy. Let's just refresh them quickly. Where are you? Refresh. Right. I don't think you were expecting me to turn around and go back for this thing. If I'm honest. Didn't I just use... Okay. No. Let's just get... Oh, we were paralysed, aren't you? I forgot. We'll run away. I heard that go again. I think there's a shiny. I don't know if that's whether I heard a ghost one or something. I definitely heard it go a second time then. And I'm slightly confused. Let's not go too far. There we go. There is a shiny. You were almost perfect with your timing. It is the duck. And we'll get it in the right ball this time. I did not know that you heard the shiny noises while in battles. That is something new. Definitely something new. So when we get back to the map, we will then start thinking of nicknames for it. But you can start thinking of nicknames now if you want. As long as it is chocolate or chocolate bar related. We have a Golduck. I think Golduck is a gender difference. But as I said, I did not know that you heard shiny noises while in the battle sequence. That is a new thing for me. I understood flying around the map, but I was still in this battle when I heard that noise. So, yeah, that is definitely new. Right, what do we have here? Pachirisu, I bet you. Now I throw my fish out. Oh god, no. That's not the one we want in this battle. Can we? Yeah, let's go for it. You're good, you win, fish, right? Okay, you don't win. You're probably going to die. Baby doll eyes, thank you. Thank you, baby doll eyes. Right. Let's... I should really have this open today as well, shouldn't I? I keep forgetting to actually have the stream elements thing open so I can edit. Right, but already... we're already connected. What are you on about? Take me to my dashboard. Oh dear. Yeah, so I need to catch a Sligo, I think. Why have you decided to disconnect? I hate it when it does this. Disconnects when you've been using it like nothing was a problem. Please just don't move. Right. So I basically have this set up so I can literally do my thing, my overlay, as we go in the stream when we catch a shiny. Settings 22. I'm not as smart as you know. I will probably never get that smart with these things. We'll delete you and we'll upload. Good luck. For Easter, instead of the Easter Bunny, I would get a chocolate Calamero, a bird garden character. Okay, we can go with that. Sprites. Where are my sprites? There are my sprites. Gen 1. Go duck. I put them in alphabetical order because I'm a genius. It said a number order. Okay, let's go. It is ready. It is here. It is a Golduck. And it is joining the team. Slowly. There we go. We've gone from getting a lot of like yellowy goldy ones to a lot of bluey ones recently. The reason I didn't get rid of the Gligar is because we actually got it the other gender. That's why we've kept it there. Yeah. I don't use any bots. I have Nightbot, that's about it. With the, because I use Stream Elements, I basically built the overlay in Stream Elements so I can sort of edit it during the stream, like you probably saw the little change when we got to R22. But that's pretty much all I can do. But I don't think I can master the bots things. Let's say technology is not my friend. We keep things very basic here. I need to catch this Tangrowth though. Definitely need to catch the Tangrowth. That is an alpha. I don't want to deal with these two. Oh, and that is not grass to hide in. Yeah, I upload it to Stream Elements and that's pretty much it. But I keep going. I'm going to get all the sprites per generation one at a time. And I keep going, oh, I'll do this generation today. And then suddenly I've completely forgot. I'm actually a bit lost now because the storm has hit quite hard today. Look, there's a misfortune sister. That's who we don't want to see. Right, let's keep going. We've done like this map is horrible. You can't see a thing on it. It's only really done the way I do it because, well, we didn't really get taught how to use computers at school, so I've had to teach myself everything. And I do everything little by little. That's pretty much the only reason why. It may well be the most scuffed way of doing it, but it works for me. So that is why I do it the slightly longer way. When I first started doing this, I actually had it all, like the whole overlay sort of put into OBS, and it was just a bit clunky. Sorry, it was a bit clunky. But now it's just like one browser source, and it makes it so much easier. Because I can do the alerts in there, I can do... yeah, I can do the overlay, I can do the alerts, and it's just two browser sources and it's done. I could have put it all on one, I think, but I chose to keep it slightly separate. I think we actually needed pseudo-wudo, didn't we? Yeah, we need pseudo-wudo. We're going to actually try this. Okay, I was trying... Oh no, the horrible pesky things got us. Yeah, that's the other reason why. Like, its resizing in OBS is a bit of a nightmare. From my own experience on there. But we are going to give you some heals, because we probably need to finish this run. We can't just keep doing this, otherwise it resets it, doesn't it? Also, pseudo blocks path in PLA, fully expecting it to jump through it. I was expecting it to actually run away, more than anything else. Usually they run away when they see you, but no, that one didn't want to go anywhere. Right, don't need to worry unless these are shiny. We've done this a lot. Right, where am I? Okay. Up and over. I always find that the best way for me to enjoy streaming is to actually feel like I'm learning something I could make better on the stream each time I either in one, watch one, see something I don't like. Like, I would like to probably cut the pictures down a bit more. Maybe not have 7. Go down to probably 5, but make them bigger. Again, I do know how to make pictures bigger. Before anyone says, you don't know how to do that. But yeah, that's one thing I'd look at. But I also want to keep it relatively simplistic. I do, because some of them are different sizes. That's the thing, like... one of the most frustrating things is the switch screen size on the overlays. I can't really make it too much bigger without overwriting something else. Actually, can that evolve yet? No. We need to go find more Geodudes to Wave Crash. Maybe it's 300 I gotta do. Because I want to not have the dancing or the moving sprites. I know we've had one in the past, but I have to find some Gen 9 ones that aren't moving ones. It's a little bit annoying, but everything else I think I can get. Actually, I need a B-barrel. I'm pretty sure I need a B-barrel, and it felt like that could be an alpha. No, it wasn't an alpha. Right. Turtwig! The one I've got is... what is the website called? It isn't Bulbapedia where I get the sprites from. It is... okay, that's gonna hurt. Go away. Go away, poisonous things. It is the Project Pokemon. But they, for some reason, they don't have still sprites for Gen 9. But the only thing is I have to sort of I can only find a way to download them one at a time. So, may just be me being a bot. Probably is, but... So that's why I tend to just pick a generation and try to get them all done in one spell and then move on to something else. Not just do all like 1,000 at a time. Because it's just insane. It takes about 15-20 minutes to do them. But I can't find like a bulk selection. Oh, that can evolve. We have a Basculegion. We didn't get a distortion yet, but we've had the weather that breaks it. I think at one stage along the bottom I was going to actually use the Shiny Dex tracker for a certain hunt when we did them as well, so I wasn't going to have the whole bottom as recents, and I can still change that depending on how I feel, but because we've been doing Dex completion, I'm not doing any targeted hunts at the moment, which is one of the main reasons why. Once we get to that stage, well, maybe we'll go and do macro. Now, once we get to that stage, we can start looking at the rest. Wait, Champ we haven't done. There we are, Basculegion. Wave Crash, and I've used all the Wave Crashes. But that's fine, we can go and heal actually. And we've done the whole map, haven't we? What is after me? The Yanma. Now what I'm going to do is go to this space, sleep till night, and then go up to the Murkrows. Just catch a couple of Murkrows and a Hunchcrow. Because then my Basculegion will be fully healed. That's definitely not the item. Go there. Oh, I've lost where you named the Golduck. Let's just name the Golduck as well. I would like to see my Pokemon. Where are you, Golduck? Thank you for repeating it. That's probably the one thing that's annoying in this game, is actually remembering. Meryl. And when we get back to the village, we'll do the photo opportunity. Just get rid of all of the rubbish. No worries. Like, my whole goal is to sort of make the naming be what chat thinks of. It's a bad part of my brain just because I don't get to name my Pokemon straight away. I get why you can't. I'm not saying it should be something in there. It's just it's a habit when you're doing nickname themes to just do it straight after the battle. I think that's more what it is. I'm just used to it. Now, it was actually a spelling one. I wasn't quite sure how to spell it. Because it's one I haven't heard of before. It's always a spelling issue with me. Wants to do writing, can't spell. Right, so these are all angry now, aren't they? Are you angry at the back there, sir? Yeah, now you are. Okay, well there's no point really sticking around. We've done our unknowns. Yeah. Okay. Well, have a good day at work, and maybe I'll see you in the race tomorrow. But thank you for coming in. Hopefully we can get a few more shinies. We did say 2 was the desired number for this run. Like, how have we not done Cricketune? Like, we still have not finished Zubat. Like, how? I understand Raichu. We can just keep coming and catching that alpha and we're done. Murkrow is pretty much the shit. Actually, if we had caught one more, we'd be done on Murkrow. Tangrowth we've just started. I'm not too worried, but I think Golduck was new. Basculin was definitely new. Magnemite was new. We didn't touch the Magneton, did we? Jolteon can go. That is good. We can get rid of the Jolteon. Yeah. Is this getting extremely hot? It's still getting extremely hot, of course it is. Right, we'll get rid of, as we say, we want to get rid of Jolteon. Don't really need it. We could actually take the other Magneton out. Now get rid of this. I don't know, where do we start? Or do we take this actually? We take the Hunchcrow. This needs work, so let's do that. Probably leave the rest there, because they could be used for stuff. Let's go and get some photo opportunities. So we decided we don't really like changing the backgrounds that much, because they're all a bit rubbish. We always like our suit and bowler hat. Prepare the pocket monster. There we go, Golduck. You go and stand over there. So we were using the galactic one for a while, but the galactic one is quite a long way away. Yeah, I can just show how bad it was. Like, for some reason, it just made the screen really out of sync. So maybe an orange one for the Golduck? Maybe. We'll try orange. We don't change the lens anymore because the lenses are all pretty rubbish. Change my pose. This one. This one. The poses are kind of creepy. I think that's kind of the idea, because I do this. I always do the look fierce one. like this. Okay, where's the camera button? We take photos. There we go. Perfect. And then now you see the channel in Discord. You can sort of, that's where we sort of, I put every single one as we get them. Well, after stream. Depends what game we're playing to how we design our photo opportunities, because some are a lot easier than others. So I feel like I probably need to go to do some of the coastland stuff. There was a lot missing in the coastland, and I've got 2 electric types, so I could probably do the old 2 birds with 1 feather technique here. Right, let's go check out Remoraid. They're usually here and usually angry. Where are you, Remoraid? There we are. Right, you're usually angry, so we'll use you. This was one that on one of my shiny hunt challenges I saw, and it took me ages to actually get this, because I heard the shiny and it just kept diving, and every time it came up it sparkled and then dove again, and I could never find the stupid thing. Like, I know I've got to do quite a lot for this one. Oh, it's a grass move, killing thing, of course it is. But we can get our electric moves done, so that's kind of the goal. There is a Wooloo in the TCG, if anybody is after it. See if we can get another shiny. We haven't had a shiny. Well, we got a shiny last time, so we were quite happy with that. But how was the football last night? Did you enjoy the game? I'll be honest, I haven't watched an international game of football in about probably since the World Cup. Yeah, that was probably the last international game of football, so I don't actually follow it. I hate international football so much. It annoys me how many games there are. Right, we're going to try and catch this chance here. Somebody died over here. Okay, sir, we'll save your bag. If I could read that, I would tell you their name, but I don't know how to read that language. But Spain are like the world champions, aren't they? From what I remember. It's one of those very frustrating conversations to have, deciding what's good and bad about the football, because the standard is a lot lower than what we're used to watching the Premier League. But then the games are a lot more open. That's the other side of it. At least it's not boring like Premier League football now, where every team just parks the bus and hopes the other teams attack. What do we have down here? Happini? We know we need to do stuff with the spills. What do we need to do to you? Food? Do you want some food, Spill? Do you want some food? Go and get some food. Roll to the food. Get some more food. Okay, we'll catch you then, because you just annoyed me there. Oh, Bert Crow. Do we actually need to do more? We need to catch one, well, basically catch one at night. So that'll be done here. I'm just happy Switch made it out of the groups. But they just 7-1. Oh yes, I remember that. Because everyone was laughing at them. Oh, you're still here, Spill. Okay. You could imagine the fallout from that scoreline. Well, I think the German, is it Brazil, will still deal with it in the men's game. And the iconic former Manchester United manager Ten Hag had a bit of a beating against the reserve team, didn't he, yesterday? Probably the greatest Man U manager ever, Erik Ten Hag. Right, let's go here. Hopefully we catch that. Don't think we did. Did that jump out already? What do I have to be? Your fighting moves. I don't have any more of a fighting move, so you're pretty useless to me. Probably can stun this, actually. I think that's one of the quests. Yeah, let's go. Backstrike. Eric the hero. He did win a trophy. It's better than Ruban ever did. Ruban's achievement is he got 10 points. In 4 months, wasn't it? Oh, your Murkrows. Where's my Skorupies? So when I say I'm trying to do these quests on these maps, I feel like I'm falling apart again. Keep getting distracted. But I get annoyed with just international football in general because it takes up so much time. Most of the games are usually pointless games. And then you get a player who's in form and they suddenly go and do an international game and get injured. Yeah, he probably could have done better in the Premiership. But the Premier League is so... the way I always describe it is every team just sits back. Like, outside of probably Liverpool last season, they just park the bus and hope for the best. And just play counter-attack and that's it. Probably should have taken some more of these on, but we've got a lot of fish to deal with. So that's going to be the plan. The fish. Nope, we should catch a Growlithe actually. We need to evolve one. Do that later. We're going to go this way. And go for this thing here. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. And because at least Ten Hag tried to play some form of entertainment. Yeah. It is fun to laugh at people who get involved with silliness of football. We like the football banter. I think he made that there so we could... because one of the other people in there, Taco, is a big Arsenal fan, so we were having lots of fun laughing at the fact that Arsenal hadn't won a trophy and Tottenham and Chelsea had. So yeah, we had some fun with that. Pretty much that was our plan for the day. To you? Oh, probably. You're flying away. We've done Mantike. You can go. You are free. What else is here? So the challenge with this game is you can't actually just put in the Pokedex, which is the annoying part of it. And what do we have to do to Octillery? Oh, we've actually finished Octillery off. Okay, and there is a Misfortune Sister there, so we want to avoid. As long as you're in the air, you're safe. There is a tree, though. There is a tree. But not load. So can you only return to this? You could basically you would put in a Pokemon, but it would only show you caught one. So if you wanted to go and catch a so just pick one at random. So the Octillery you need to catch 15. So if you could put in 15 Octilleries, but that would be it. You wouldn't have done unless you put in an Alpha maybe. It's just all the other stuff. But it would only come up as one otherwise. So it's easy to actually work your way through it because you're going to go around the map. You can shiny hunt. You can do the shenanigans you need to do. So that's why I don't really mind it that much. Because like one of the hardest things in this is these Burmese. So I mentioned before I've had to do a Burmese shiny hunt, and we had 999 plus, because it only goes up to 999 in the Dex entries, and I just kept using a different squad and just doing all their moves to beat them. You survived a wave crash. Are you sure you're okay, Skorupi? Unlike us when we do like Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet, one will do. So I think some people are not completely sure whether we're going to get sort of Dex entry tasks in ZA. It's going to be one of the more interesting things to see whether we get it. Because I know a lot of people that really enjoy them. I know others that hate them. That's an alpha Mantike. No, it's not. That's a normal Mantike. So that side of it's going to be quite interesting to see. No, the thing is, the two trailers almost presented the game as two completely different games to me, in my opinion. Like the first one was, this is Legends ZA in a city, or Legends Arceus in a city. And the second one went on about all this battling nonsense I'm not remotely interested in. Do I need to do anything for the Quillfish? Yes. Defeat with a ground move, of course. We'll just... That either didn't throw. I'm not completely sure yet. I still need to probably do a tiny test before, because it's all to do with like your sound levels and all that stuff, and I haven't really done anything like that before. I should, but I am torn between whether to or not, more than anything else. Thing is, a lot of people are going to do it, and if I'm doing it and maybe one person's watching that, it feels like I'm wasting some time, and then I could just go and watch it a little bit later. How much bigger is the room to what you were used to in then? Or is it just how it's all set up as such that's made that echo, do you reckon? The throwing is not going very well on this thing. But if I can get to, I want to say, close to 175, I'll be very happy with this today. Like, that is not enough. That is 6. That's 8. I need to catch 2, basically. If I could catch 2, where is the stun item? Good throw, though. Good throw. And if I catch you, then Quillfish is done. Right. This is where I infamously get a shiny Basculin and lose it, because it runs away within like 2 seconds of appearing on screen, because it's a Basculin and I hate them. Might as well check the island, you never know. We said we've done. Staraptor is not done. And that did not do the thing I told it to. What do we need to do to you? Defeat. We need to catch one, really. There is another one over there, I think. Should just catch it before we go further. So that is actually pretty helpful. Alright, so you lived in a one room flat about the size of the room I now use just for streaming. So now, wardrobe map first of all there. Enough. Fair enough. Well, as you said, like each one you'll find little things to help. I'm not the tech person to have the answers. I'm definitely not the tech person to have the answers. Can we try and catch that one? And we'll attack this one. This one escaped. Where did it go? It is an angry one that's spiraling in a whirlpool of doom. Let's go. Catch this one. And the other thing on this game is you actually have to catch one to trigger the research to count. Which I have not caught a Gyarados until now. Okay. It saw me. Where are you? You are level 58. Okay, I am still stronger. We have a Weeping Bell in the chat if you're interested. That did not do as much as I had hoped. I forgot that I don't have any training on this Pokemon. And we did survive at least. We might as well try and catch the Pokemon. Why not? Increase our numbers. That might actually be Gyarados done. I could say, but I'm not sure. We don't need to worry too much. We'll worry, as we said, like those sort of things are easy to get more of. Like Tentacruel, I think I need to do stuff with. Let's have a look. Can you get in the water, please? Yes, so Tentacle is electric. Defeat. That's only 2 points. That's not good. And I only have... Right, we'll use this then. I think there's a way to do some setup moves with this. Yes, there is. I think it could be a strong style, but we'll try an agile. That's one big hit. Because at the end of the day, this isn't going to do too much damage to me, so let's just play around with the agile. Get a couple things done. No one caught the Weeping Bell. That's not fair. Yeah, so I've also said that after we do get the shiny charm, I'm probably dropping this game to once a week, with the idea of getting the BDSP game set up so that I can do some radar hunting. Yeah, and because I'm not somebody who really enjoys wearing headphones or earphones or anything like that. I find them really annoying. Brave, but they'll probably knock me out, won't it? Yeah, that should be a few bits done on this. For both of these, I would like to think. Right, there is a Tentacruel over there, wasn't there? Nope, you're getting angry. What do we need to do with you? Agile and electric moves. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah. I only wear them on this game because I kind of need them for the shiny noise. Everything else you sort of see the shinies. I think I sort of set myself a little bit of a weird rule where I'm going to try and do a couple of soft resets in Sword and Shield at the beginning instead of only doing DAs. And by doing that I sometimes put them on depending on what I'm hunting, because we got like a Squovit from a random encounter and it's a very similar colour. It looked different, but I wasn't sure. That's kind of why. That's the one we've got to catch. If we can. So please, sir, join us. Why? Why are you a pain? I hate you. That's gonna hurt. No, it's not. You missed. Getcha. Yeah. And I always laugh about the fact that I don't enjoy wearing headphones, because during the old pandemic-y era that we went through, when I was working in a warehouse, I would walk around all day with earphones for nearly like 9 hours a day, and no problems. But I can't wear earphones anymore. They just sort of ache all the time, and even these don't feel comfortable. So yeah. Probably when I started doing this, I did start with just earbuds as well, but it's just nothing really feels comfortable. That's the problem I've got. It's annoying because you kind of need them, but when you're just doing Scarlet and Violet shiny hunting, it's not too bad. And when it comes to alerts, when it's around my neck, I can hear the alerts and stuff. I think we need to... No, they're tentacles. Finian and Luminion are on the other side. We'll get that later. We're going to get some Piplup done. Okay, there's the Luminions, of course. So when I first played this, the hardest thing for me to get was actually the Cleffer of all the Pokemon. But now that they've got like the special events on, or like the massive mass outbreaks, everything is relatively easy. And we're going to actually get some of this done. Celio, give it food. Has this thing seen me? Has the Celio seen me? I know the Walrein has, but... Walrein, we've got 2 more to add. This is not an alpha. Use an item. Okay, we'll stun this one. And catch it. If we can feed this Celio, that's a big, big plus. But they get angry really easily, normally. Put that one behind it. Like, so I say when I was working back then, I'd wear a snood, so I had it right around here, headphone in there, one sort of dangling down here, so I could hear if anything happened that I needed to hear. And yeah, just did that for like 8 or 9 hours a day. Before they betrayed me. How did you see me, sir? No, we'll use this. We will use this. That's dead. That's... No, it's a ghost. Yeah, it's going to hit a ghost. I don't know why I thought that wouldn't hit a ghost. Don't know. But it's going to hurt itself a lot. Which means I can then bring you out and use Spark again. Might as well check this tree. Oh, you're dead still. They do, they do. It's probably because of Gust, and that's the only reason. I blame Gust full-heartedly. But there is another Staraptor up here. Would be good to get some more. How? I don't know why. I have not finished Staraptor. That sounded like it already escaped. Piplup. Go Piplup. 2 Piplups. That's a rare spawn, right? Oh, actually, I think one of the tasks is to feed Piplup. So let's do the boring stuff and feed it again. Yeah, so I'm hoping... Well, it depends. If the capture card turns up in the morning, I could try the new capture card and actually be playing the game through the telly tomorrow. I'm kind of intrigued to see how well goes. Okay. Well, at least it ate a bit of the food. Instead of what we do at the moment, where it sort of plugs it in as... well, basically it plugs into the... laptop to actually play the game. So I've got a very, very basic one that literally just goes into the HDMI for the switch that goes into the telly, and instead of going into the telly it goes straight into the laptop. I'm getting the one that goes into the telly and then in that bulk thing. It's not a very fancy one, it's still relatively cheap. It's still only about 15 to £20. But it's basically so I can play it through the telly, and the laptop where it will all be going through will basically only be OBS, which is probably better because I played a game this side with OBS, and I watched the stream manager on this side on another laptop, basically. So it's a lot of complications. But I won't need this one anymore. I can watch Stream Manager or OBS on this side now only, if this works. But I have to sit a lot closer because the wires are a lot shorter. But I probably sit about 1.5 meters from the telly normally. But now I can hopefully sit right next to it. Yeah, that's why I generally am reading that side rather than the game is this side. I'm not really doing both. Because the game, because of the way I set up, I'm basically just watching what you're watching. So I already have a smaller than a laptop screen size of the game as well. Which is fine, like, it's worked for the 7 or odd months I've been doing it. But the stun tank thing kind of pushed me over the edge a bit. There is something very wrong with the colouring scheme on this one. And I can't put my finger on it. Just how frustrating it is. Because I took a screenshot picture of that stun tank and it was the right colour. But when I look at the screen, it is not the same colour. It is really, really frustrating. Okay, so we did do a lot more than I thought here. That's the main reason. That is literally just the stun tank, right? Rather than like the blurry bad picture that I took. I would hope. That was a camera picture. So don't worry, that isn't what I'm looking at when I'm playing the game. Again, because I'm not good with technology and I'm colorblind, it's very difficult to try and fiddle with color settings. Like, both laptops have the same settings from what I can tell. Like, all the options, all the brightness. We did get one, Mr. Charmeleon. We got ourselves a Golduck. But as I said, like, the colour settings are the same on both laptops. I just cannot get them right. I just don't know what I've got to change. I cannot find any explanation on how to change it. I've looked at all these guides, and again, the worst thing a colourblind person could do is try to change the colours of something on their laptop. Because it'll probably only make it worse, because it's still putting the output at the right colour. That's what confuses me even more. But how are we, Mr. Charmeleon? Yes, yes. Especially with like the Switch 2 version is so much clearer. We've had so much more fun with just using the Switch 2 one. Like, the colours, playing it on the telly is a different, like, it's just ridiculous how nice it looks. I don't know why I kept the magnet on. Is there a reason why I kept magnet on? Pretty sure I finished off the magneton. Yes, so we can evolve magneton now actually and use Magnezone. That is good. No, just one of you. I don't know whether you saw my attempted message in a Discord without pinging you about the Shiny League channels that I've set up. I don't know if you can see them or not. The Shiny League it's going to be called. I know we were talking about it on the streams about setting it up sort of thing. But I made some channels, but I've only made it viewable by, I think, you and me, obviously. What do we have to do with Magnezone? So we've caught, that's 4-6. Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, do 3 Thunderbolts basically, and it's done. That is good. I'm going to change the weather. I don't care. I'm not doing foggy again. I toyed with the idea of trying to get myself like a cheapish monitor that I could use rather than a laptop, but I've got the telly. I might as well use the telly. It's just the telly is very, very good. No worries. I didn't want to tag you because I thought you were probably going to be asleep. There's no rush at all. I'm not thinking till at least September before starting it. So don't worry. But I have to delete all the rest of my channels first, apparently. Because apparently my Discord is confusing. I don't really know why I'm just flying around. There's not much I actually need on this map. I did a lot of the research in the race. I think, anyway. Let's see. Down there. Let's go. Well, I guess Rhyperior might still need some work. May have done this. This one I don't mind taking a little bit longer because I really, really, really need those fossils. The Craniodose ones. I've got the shield on and everything done. Not a problem. But I forget, I should probably start doing this again. Was DT? I believe so. I think he's at some form of like charity-like shelter. But let's just do this. We have Nil. The Nuzlocke is back. We actually have lots of Nils now. We've got twin Nils. But yes, if you want to watch a fun, insane Nuzlocke, you can follow Nil. Where we are currently in red, trying to beat Misty. It always feels like a Wii storyline nowadays. Doesn't it? We're all part of the adventure. Well, that's not good. You're going to be angry at me? Yeah, I believe he's sort of in a bit of like a charity-like shelter thing, where he sort of works there, but he gets a place to stay. From what I understand, like, I know he went down to saying he might only be around like once or twice a week, and I haven't seen him pretty much all week. So I know I'm just trying to catch this one. I don't really care about the rest. Good. Alphas are always good points. Yeah, it is good. Like last time I spoke to him, he was talking about getting a, potentially getting a Switch or a Switch 2. So, well, I think at one stage it was an OLED, but then the next thing I know it may have been sort of saying, well, if you're going to get an OLED, you may as well just save an extra month and get a Switch 2 sort of thing. Like, at the end of the day. But if you are interested in joining the Shiny Hunt race, or League Nil, or the Nil, not the Charmeleon Nil, let us know and we can go through what the idea will be. I know you do a lot of your time on the Nuzlocke. I don't know. That's what I don't really know. Like, I would have thought that would have been the last thing to look at, but I don't completely know the situation. If that makes more sense. I just know that was what he mentioned. Because he has to do X amount of hours in, like, a warehouse. And if you do want to follow our Charmeleon friend, who is doing a shiny badge quest trying to complete Scarlet with the fire type Pokemon Houndour and Skidoo. Another fellow streamer. Yes, the famous Skidoo hunter himself. But also does a bit of variety of stuff. Bit of Zelda. So you can join in with a Zelda. I nearly got Zelda yesterday, but I changed my mind. Well, it was the iconic moment of the stream. All that hunting. I will have to actually copy your sandwich guide at some point. Because I'm looking for an encounter-only sandwich guide. It is a good team, but the problem is it's a fire type run only. So we spent, like, wasn't it like 3 hours hunting for either Growlithe or Charcadet, and the shiny that we got was a Skidoo. That was the slight problem. I needed to do one more move with this. Wave Crash was one. We'll just do Wave Crash. Should be enough. I'll probably get hurt by this. No? Okay. But that is the joy of type Nuzlocke as well, isn't it? Like, you know you're going to get... yeah, that's the thing. I need to go and find the guide because I don't want... Well, basically, I don't have Herber in my save. I'm probably only ever going to get the Herber that we do in raids, which isn't going to be very many. I'm not going to be able to farm the bot ones like we do on our best saves, shall we say. So yeah, that's kind of why I need to just find the encounter sandwiches. Yeah, that's what I mean. I need to learn the basic sandwiches, not the herber ones. Because I don't want to get too much herber if I'm honest this run, or on this save. Like, again, I don't really want the challenge to end quickly either. If the challenge ends really quickly, then what do I do? Like, if I rush around and try to get like 10 shinies per stream or something like that, I'm not really going to actually get anywhere. I'll finish it quickly, but that's about it. And I have to think of something else to do. If I only get 1 or 2, I get 1 or 2. People can do the trolly thing and make me get stuff that I don't need and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of why. There's Heracross. I'm not going to do these trees. I don't care. Don't want a Heracross. I've done this the wrong way round again. I have definitely done this the wrong way round. I keep forgetting I changed my route. No, actually, I was meant to jump down here first and fly back up, and then go through the middle bit. So the challenge will last forever. Basically, I feel like, yeah, that's the key thing. I wanted it to be very open-ended. But then I've also sort of said that it's going to be sort of challenges within a challenge. So in 1 month, my challenge will be just to hunt a type of Pokemon. But I kind of need to set all the methods up first. If that makes sense. I can't just keep going. So I just say, for example, I picked fire because that's what it's like outside with the heat at the moment. I got to just target fire type Pokemon in August. Obviously there'll be times when I'll get other things that you're going to phase, but like the idea will be when I'm doing DAs, I will only be doing fire type DAs. Or that's just an example. I probably won't do fire one to start with. So that's why I've sort of set it up this way. But then if I announce which my type's going to be, people could pick a fancy nickname theme that goes around that type of Pokemon. And we've also got the Pokemon card things that we can still use, if people do want to troll me into using them. The first Pokemon card race will be next Sunday, which I'm sort of looking forward to. I don't really know how well it's going to go, I'll be honest. It could be a disaster, that one. Kind of depends what people want to do, and whether they want to do one with the cards. That's the main point of it. But the idea will be to get as many... Keyword is as many done as possible. For me personally, I would still include things like that. Anything that I phase over will be counted. But if we're doing a type race, so tomorrow is poison type only, if you catch a non-poison type, you won't get any points for it. I'm not going to give you negative for it, like, but the only ones that are going to count are going to be poison types. Because that feels a bit too cruel. It's not your fault if you run into it. Can we get... Oh, Chimecho. This is something we may not have done. No, point at the Chimecho. No, the Chimecho. So we need to catch... No, wait. No, it's gone already. There's another one here, next to the Steelix. And we're just going to throw forward this. We're just going to keep catching these Chimechos on our routes round. So far we've done each map once today. But yeah, that will be the goal, just to put a bit more focus on it. I am hoping it'll be good. I have had a little look at a poison encounter sandwich. Just a basic poison encounter one. Oh, another Cherum, I think, in this one. I need to go and catch that Golem, actually. I don't really know. I kind of know what I would like to go for, but I don't know if I will go for it. Like, I know, like, Varoom is quite an easy one to get isolated. I'm still toying with the points for it. So, for example, I might do something like you get 2 points for the first one, but if you catch a duplicate, you only get 1 point for it. Just to stop someone spamming, like, outbreaks and stuff. If that makes sense. Or like a very exploitative area or something where you can get... Okay, we're going to keep rolling, are we, Golem? We need to actually catch a Golem, so I'm going to actually do this. That's actually very helpful. I may have actually done a lot of the Golem tasks without realising it over the time. Geodude, Miss Magius, please. No, we're still in daytime. I thought we were at night. And there's a Rotom. That is a tree. Oh, oh, look at that for timing. A distortion right at the end. We will have to go and do this distortion and hopefully get a Craniodose. I haven't even done enough research to see how many poison types are even in Scarlet and Violet. Probably something I should have done by now, but nah. Well, I would love to get Among Us because of the Dex 365. Been eluding us, that one. And yeah. You might join it maybe even regularly, but want to watch one first. That's fair enough. Like, the only real prize is there's a shiny, I have like a shiny vault in all the games. That is pretty much it. And in that shiny vault, you can pick one of the shinies if you want it. So far, the two winners haven't wanted the shiny. But the winner also gets to pick a subject. Well, when I say a subject, so the winner of this round will pick the route in Galar for 2 weeks' time. I'm going to have 2 different routes for Galar, I think, instead of just focusing on one. The winner of Galar picks the map in this game, and the winner of this game picks the type in Scarlet and Violet. That's pretty much how I'm doing it at the moment. It's probably not the best time to do them. Summer. I feel like they would be more popular, but we saw ourselves. The first race was pretty much me, Dragon and Casper, and Dragon won with a shiny Rookidee. In this race, we did have Dragon and Casper again. Ironically, and Robin joined in. I believe Will joined in but didn't manage to get a shiny. But ironically won that 5-4. I think Dragon got 4 because he got an Alpha Voltorb. Which was pretty impressive. I got 1 shiny in about the last half an hour of the whole session. So yeah, wasn't a good day. Right, I might need this. Now we go for a ride. Let's see, do we get the other fossils? Like, we've got Shieldon. Can you give me a Craniodose? Yes, you can. Thank you. You're going to go in this pool. Stay in the pool. Stay in the pool. Ah, there's a big ghosty. Run away. Which part of it is not a great start, as in my lack of shinies, or people not wanting the shinies? Eevee, Eevee, Eevee. Okay, great, thanks for that. I wanted all the Eevees. Oh, what's this? What is that? That is just a Rowlet. Silly little bird thingy. Right, so we're going to sit here. Wait for the spawns over here, I think. We'll catch everything now. You never know. I have also set the a time thing up in what's it called? In Discord. Of course, it's one I've already got. So it sort of should reflect. But I didn't get a shiny at all in Galar, so Galar onto her own horrendous. Like, between the 3 of us playing, Dragon was the only one that got a shiny. Because Galar's an absolute nightmare of it. I was happy with having more people in on this one, because we doubled our numbers. Well, more than doubled our numbers. But a lot of people don't like hunting in Sword and Shield, but I kind of need to do a lot of basic random encounters on that game. Just because of how many Pokemon are exclusive to that game. I don't want to do breeding, as simple as that. I really don't. I don't care if it's quicker. I don't want to sit there and do the breeding nonsense. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. What do we have? Octilleries and more EVs. Rowlet, we've done the whole Rowlet lineup. I do need to get an Oshawott though. But you have to also remember I'm playing without a shiny charm in these races at the moment. Well, in Sword and Shield I had one. In this game I didn't have one. Most of the people who were playing have shiny charm. I think the only person that doesn't have a shiny charm is actually Dragon. And they got a shiny. Well, they got an alpha. They were the only one that got an alpha. So it's a bit of swings and roundabouts, really. I think we'll get better. Yeah, it is nicer. It's just very long, which is kind of why we want to stream it. So if we do random encounters, we can sort of chat away, and you don't have to give it the full attention. At the end of the day, you're just doing your thing. Now, I tend to only do the breeding when I'm doing other things I need to do. Like, I'm not a battler, so I don't really care about stats. So yeah, that's pretty much why. Like, you can't imagine, like, to me, sitting on a stream hatching eggs is not that interesting. Right, so we did get a load more. We've probably already had most of these done, but I think Gliscor's new. Probably. Rhyperior is probably new. Magna... Gibbar have... What have we not? We got both genders. Oh, stun with an item. That can be done in the next map. But Craniados is the big one. That was one of the challenging aspects I needed to get my work around. We've been looking for that for ages. Last time, I've had 3 distortions, and I think I've had 2 Shieldons, and the rest have been Rowlets. So, I'm happy we finally got rid of that problem. Right, let's move you somewhere safe so I don't delete you. You can sit there. The rest can go in the bin. Don't care, don't care. You're going in the bin. Might keep it. No, we don't need the Piplup. We can get more Piplups. Beep, 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 bop. But at the end of the day, the races are just designed for a bit of fun. Instead of it just always being my shiny hunt challenge, it's more so people can come along and do some shiny hunting that they may have looked at but thought, I'm not ready for that yet, or been putting it on the back burner. I know it's what I'm guilty of doing a lot, so I'm hoping it can help inspire some more people to try and just have a go at the ones they've been missing or skipping. That's what community is all about, right? Being a pickup. What's the chances of being able to pick a certain gen to hunt? As in Scarlet and Violet, I feel like it could be an option. Scarlet and Violet's the one that's going to definitely have the most open sort of idea to it, if I'm honest. Like, it's difficult to... Well, you could do it in Sword and Shield to the extent at the end of the day. Sword and Shield is a very difficult one to do because it's just horrible to random encounter in it, really. Not many people truly enjoy it, do they? Let's be honest. Wanters. But that's... I was also toying with the idea of picking a location as an option. Like, we could rotate it right round the board and This one's probably the worst one to really rotate, because if you pick a generation, you're still going to have a chance to see everything. Well, there's no way of really isolating stuff. That makes sense. So in Sword and Shield, we can easily do a type. We can easily do a location, etc., etc. That's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. The one thing I would say is, if we pick a type, generation, location, it means the other one has to be a different one. I just don't want to repeat them for each month. It's very loud. I still haven't got it to go to the right level. It is very difficult to get the sound perfect for that one. I've missed someone trying to do the trolling. That's been the thing. But one day, when we go and have a cup of tea and watch Brie. Oh dear. One day we'll have to explain to her what that is, but until then we don't need to. I will always say this is my least favourite map to rotate around. I just find this map kind of boring. If all you know, it could be her great rival. That's the other side of it. Or her alter ego. She could have two accounts to do it. And let's go and see whether we can find anything up here. I do need to catch this Machamp. I really do. Where are you, Machamp? Right, go. That's gonna bop, isn't it? Bop! Another bop. That's better. Ah. Yeah, it could be. As I said, it was just very funny that it was literally, I think it was almost like the day after I had followed her, I'd followed the other one from a Mario Kart stream. And it's like, oh, I'm going to go and play some Mario Kart with that Brie. And it was the other one. It was just very funny. They're also American as well, so they could become BFFs. You never know. I don't know. I know they are Nintendo based as well. That is an angry looking Apom. I want to check the God of War. The God of War. We've definitely done all the God of War research though. Because we had a God of War on our team for the Volo fight. Against most people's happiness. No one wanted us to use God of War, but we did. Because why not? We like to. Now we were over leveled for the Volo fight. I won't deny that. But it wasn't there for the challenge. It's about learning which ones are going to be the main targets, I guess. Like this time I haven't done a single thing I said I was going to do, which was try to get research done. But I think I did a bit more in this area because we had it as a... I kind of want this area for the distortions. I need Scissor really. I know I could just catch Ciphers, but Scissor in there is a little bit easier and I can defeat it with my fire moves. I probably should catch more of these though, because they have the claw to evolve it. That one's an alpha, isn't it? Oh, come back here. There we go. Let's go up here. Oh no, Corey's around. I always get stuck on that little step. I don't know why. We always do. There is a big Trimeco to go and see in a minute. I don't know if I could be bothered to go through the temple today. We may have a little look at the research to see what we can go and do. This is what I mean by I start off like all well and good, planned everything, and now suddenly I've overdone what I need to do. I wouldn't be angry about not seeing an Apom in this game. If I'm honest, I think Apom is probably the Pokemon I've got shiny the most in these games over the years. It's just always been there, always haunting me. That Kadabra is very happy over there. I would hate to ruin its day. That looks like it is a dry run. Sadly, but never mind. I haven't done, as I say, any of the research. Couldn't be bothered on this run. I'm going to go and hopefully get a massive mass outbreak, because we've done each map once. It's kind of what we said we would do. One of each map. Didn't really catch too much. We got 4 alphas, so that's money. Alphas are worth more. I was hoping I got a razor claw thingy so I can evolve one of these Sneasels. So I nearly finished Chimeco. Catch the alpha next time we're here. We're done. That's okay then. I knew that Machamp needed a lot of work. That's why I went and caught that one. But now I can just beat it with fairy moves or something. That is the thing with this game. You kind of just got to swing and hope you get the right way round. Otherwise you're going a little bit crazy. Because we're still only on 149, which I don't know how, but... we didn't get the Razor Claw, or whatever it is, to evolve this thing. Right. Next, we need Sneasler. That's why I caught them, just in case. Like, if I catch the Clefable, we've probably finished Clefable. So that's another one that's not going to take too long. This is what I mean. There's a lot that might be like one Rotom thing I'm missing. Beat one Rotom. Garchomp. Okay, we probably should have tried to catch that Alpha. Let's see. Oh, Magnezone is done. So we'll put Magnezone away. Like Magmortar, we haven't caught a Magmortar. Don't get how. I thought we had done enough Finneons, but we've got to get one more without being spotted, or one more at night. Tentacruel is... see it do a... oh, catch one, and we've done Tentacruel. So that's what I mean. There's so many things that are just one thing away from being done. It's very, very time consuming, this game. We'll take this out with us then. We don't want the Magnezone for now. We'll put Magnezone in the good box, because it could be helpful later. I think that makes sense. What move shall we give you? I think I saw Bulk Up, Close Combat. I think they were the two moves. So that'll be okay. Right, we're going to go do Mass Outbreak. Hopefully there is one. We haven't done a massive Mass Outbreak today. And there isn't one, of course. We're going to do an unknown check, and that's it on this map. We'll just check unknowns and reset for a massive Mass Outbreak. Actually, no, what? We're just going to do this map once, and that'll be it. Probably today. Ah. Well, that didn't go to plan. Paddy. Paddy. Have we actually finished Paris? Yes. I want to try and catch this Raichu one more time, I think. That is an Alpha Pichu as well, which is kind of funny. Okay. That's an angry Alpha Pichu, and that's an angry awoken Raichu. Oh god. We got all of the angry things here. We'll leave the angry things behind. Won't worry. Will our Cricketopt friend be shiny again? We will also nickname our duplicate shinies. I don't see the point in not. We did say these were pretty fun to fight, so might as well just do these. With the psychic type. Yeah, we may as well. We can get a bulk up done and then probably close combat. Hopefully we can get this done pretty quickly. We won't do too much battling on this map. We're just going to do the unknowns. And flying, of course it has the thing I'm weak to. Of course. This may be enough, but yeah. Not quite, not quite. Well, we've wiped out about 3 times already in this game. Heatran killed us once, because I was trying just to collect all of the mud, so I could make some more sticky globs rather than actually fight it, because I couldn't be bothered to fight it. And another time I pressed the wrong button and sort of died. So he's got Fairy and Flying, of course, you're getting the ones I'm weak to. And we did die... Technically we died getting to the DAs as well, if we remember. Because you have to pretty much die to get to the DAs. There probably is a way to cheese it with Endeavour and stuff, but we couldn't do it. My main goal on Sword and Shield is to beat a Make a Shiny hunting team. So I'm sort of in the quest to find an Altaria. What was the other thing? The thing is, I want to have like a squad, not just a team. So I can rotate it up per stream, per hunt. Because like one of the ones I want to go for could be a fairy type, say. And I don't want to use a scrappy Pangoro for a fairy type. But then I could be going for a flying type, and I don't really want to use my Glade against the flying type for encounters and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do, just build a rotational team. And I'm probably going to do the same in Violet. But we're still working on the Dex in Violet. We're at about 350, I think it was. I did sort of put in a couple at the end of the Dex, because I couldn't be bothered. And I think that's probably enough for them, so let's give you some wave crashes. But we haven't hunt, well, I did technically hunt for the +1 minor during the event, because they are horrible to hunt, so we got them. And I just thought I would walk through a Dedenne outbreak, and as soon as I walked through it, there was a shiny Dedenne. I didn't really want to use the event ones for it, but it happened, so whatever. We got Dedenne. I feel like it's a bit taking too much of advantage of the odds. They're so trimmed down. Don't get me wrong, I used my main save to farm, so I could get a load for my shiny vaults. That's fine. Don't have a problem with that. But when I join other people who are doing shiny hunting races and stuff, I use my main account, and anything I catch goes into my personal vault that can be sold, or not sold down, can be won. Stuff like that, pretty much. And the more we do, the better. Like when there are events, it's pretty easy to get quite a lot of them, to be honest. As I said, I got 4 or 5 of each plus a mine, and same with the Dene. But when we set the Scarlet save up, I don't know if I'm going to put a Vault in Scarlet, because I'm only going to play Scarlet to do the Paradox legendaries. I don't really see any point in doing anything else in that game, because I don't have the DLC, and I probably won't unless I reach a certain level. There probably will, knowing our luck. For some reason I thought that tree was shaking. Seeing things as well. So let's just do the wrap around this map. This will probably be my last map for today. Take it a little bit slower today. There isn't too much I need on this map, but I may as well just do the shiny checks and everything. Because let's be honest, I get a little bit tired on this game. That's the other reason why I want to drop it down to once a week, rather than do it. Like, it's the best 2 shiny hunting, but it's also, it slowly becomes one of the more boring ones, because it is just do the same route, see the same Pokemon, and I don't always enjoy that. So I try to take a bit more of a break, and as we said, we've got to get BDSP done, because we want to get a shiny Arceus, and that's the only way to get one right now. So yeah, thank you for the lurk, Chameleon. So yeah, that's kind of the thing, and I want to do a bit of radar hunting, because if we're honest, we kind of rage quit Let's Go, and didn't want to ever put it back in the game again. Yeah, Arceus is not shiny locked in BDSP. But you have to have a save file complete with Arceus in this game to get it. That's the one problem with it. That's why I've got to. Why there's no point really going for it yet. If I'm honest, because at the end of the day. But the thing is, we did a whole stream going for Caterpie. We got about 200. Then we tried doing a little bit of the story, and unlike with your Nuzlocke, you're actually doing something, like battling. Just battling is something. You don't do anything in Let's Go, it's just boring. We were going to try and build a living dex, and we made it, I don't even think we made it through Rock Tunnel. That's how bad it was. Then we tried a stream going for Nidoran, and the chain broke, and I just got angry. And then we tried one with Pidgey, and the Pidgey chain broke, and I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered. Not doing this game anymore. That was actually my Sunday stream, was the Let's Goes. I was just like, I can't be bothered with this. I would 100% give it more time if I could play it in controller mode. I've said this from day one. If you let me play in a controller mode, I will play your game. I just hate your throwing mechanic nonsense. That's why I don't like it. I will play your catching mechanics, just let me play it in a controller. Then I'll be remotely happy. Not very happy, but I can cope with it. So yeah, that's pretty much why we're not doing it anymore. It's still going to be something we may return to. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will give it its credit, it's a great introductory game. But the thing is, when you've played Pokemon for years, like, you just want to get on with it. And it just takes so long to grind things up with catching chains, and I don't mind the art style either. And I like that it has overworld spawns. And it has shiny. I would have taken that in this game in Scarlet and Violet over what we got. I would have been quite happy with just seeing some sparkles. No problem whatsoever. But it's still, yeah, they've been putting on more events, and like the battle pass is quite a nice touch. There's a free one and a paid one, but I've actually managed to complete stuff in my Pokedex because of it. Because if you get level 100, the last 3 months have been a Kanto bird encounter. Just a actual encounter, not a raid. So I kind of like that. I'm grinding up to get Zapdos this month, I believe it is. Which will be very nice to get, because I have not had Zapdos. I still need Mewtwo, Kangaskhan. After they robbed me of my raid victory by ending the raid when I was in the middle of it and we were about to win. And then not refunding me my remote pass. I think once you're in the raid, you should be able to finish it. Like, there's a time limit to it, but we still had time in the battle. But they were like, nope, you're kicked out. Goodbye. So yeah, that's my feelings to it. I know we could have done a few more bits. I only do about a 30-minute walk playing it a day. And that might be just round a couple of blocks, pick up a couple of Pokestops, put something in a gym, and then switch it off. I don't go on like proper. I've never really done proper days out on it. Like the other day, it was Go Fest. I think I went to the pub and I walked through like a Go Fest group doing the raids and just jumped in all their raids and got some Zamazenters, but that's about it for me. I'm not that into it, if that makes sense. Like, it was only a Combi. It's probably one of the most, I've said for ages, I think it's one of the most important games that not enough people give credit to. I think the money to do some of it is a bit criminal. But the idea that someone created a game that encourages you to go and do exercise is kind of great. Like the amount of mobile games that just sit there, press some buttons, and you get some form of reward. I might try and catch this Turtwig, you know. I may have done Turtwig already, I can't remember. But whatever. It's just that the remote raid passes. What sort of trades are you after? That's probably the best question, because I didn't even know you could properly trade in this game. I don't do trades to complete my challenge at all, but we can do trades to help complete dexes. We'll just head back to our village. What do you want? I don't care. What do you want, that person? We only caught one Pokemon, really? And that was the Turtwig. I thought I did much, much more than that. But we have money. That's the key thing here. Hopefully we actually got some mud. Did we do anything here? We got the champ done, which was big, actually. What do you... Shadow Ball? Oh, a strong style move and you're done. Okay. Tangrowth. It was a poison move. Went the wrong way with my guess. But I kind of wish we could get more on these research tasks. I really would love to see them come back. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but it gives you a reason to keep going and going in these games. And it's just something I kind of enjoy for all the wrong reasons, probably. Right, let's get rid of Machamp. We don't want Machamp anymore. We've done what we need to do. It can stay in the... no, actually, we'll just catch it if we pick Machamp to complete. We're going to take the Craniados with us, you know. Nope, that was Hunchcrow. I don't think we finished... We must have finished Hunchcrow, actually. I feel like we must have. Well, you know what? We probably haven't done weird here. Let's see. So we'll give this Ancient Power. Give that back Ancient Power. We'll leave that to be done. That'll be the next set of research for probably... I want to say Wednesday. Probably. It's Wednesday we play Legends Arceus, isn't it? We do Sword and Shield Monday and Thursday. Scarlet and Violet is Tuesday and Friday, and Legends Arceus is Wednesday and Saturday. Yeah. I can't remember what we do with my own stream schedule. That's how much we planned. Hello, Bree. Welcome in. How are you today? There is also a stranger here that I think you know. You may have a pet Cubone. We only got one shiny today, sadly, which was a Golduck. Neil almost managed to troll me into catching it, but just missed it. Boo. But how did the rest of... I missed most of Peak. Did you enjoy Peak? But you can also follow along with Sparkly Brie and all of their challenges. They do a bit of Pokemon, a bit of other games. We need some more of these. We have money. Let's do resource management. It's very intimidating looking at the bag at times. We don't need to battle ever again. Really don't. No, that's not the button I pressed. So, as we don't need to ever battle again, we can get rid of all of these. Get money, 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 money. And more money. So, okay. That should be fun. I still have not got around to it. I don't think I would ever be able to play Peak, if I'm honest, because my laptops aren't very good. They struggle with the basic simulator games, so sadly for me, I can't play many PC games. We want some of these so we can just stock up. We want to get a load of this. And now let's build some more. We're building these up, aren't we? We need more of the apricots. We'll get them. They're cheap. They are cheap. 700 will do. We might have a few spares. Let's get this one done. Okay, that means we... No, we didn't have Sky. I made that mistake. Okay. Okay, that'll do. We'll put everything away. We're going to actually sit in the house to end today, I think. As I found out, like, with Casper, who takes part in the races, I think when I start the races, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, their time. So, America is very hard to keep on top of what time's what. To say the least. Yeah. But yeah, that is probably where we're going to finish things off today. I know it's a little bit shorter, but it's also... We got a shiny, which is the key thing. We like to say that we get one shiny a stream. So we're back with the Poison Shiny Hunt race tomorrow.